What's up, guys? This week was full of big swings, unexpected news, and some plays that absolutely took off. So in this video, I'm breaking down next week's full watch list, showing you exactly what I'm looking for, and I've got a special surprise for those of you who are serious enough to watch all the way through. So let's get into it. Quick update on our small account challenge. This is for those of you growing a portfolio from scratch. This week, ticker symbol BA was the big win for us. I called out July 25th call options in the Discord, and just 3 days later, we were up nearly 400%. Let me put that in perspective. Put $500 into that play. That's a $2,000 return in under a week. And we're not guessing. We're looking at real setups, entries, and we give them time to work. We're already in another solid play right now, so if you're ready to stop gambling and actually trade with the system, the link to the Discord is in the description. Now for this week, everything shifted after Trump dropped the tariff bomb targeting the EU, Mexico, and Brazil.
Now we've made a deal with United Kingdom, we've made a deal with China, we've made a deal, we're close to making a deal with India. Others we met with and we don't think we're going to be able to make a deal, so we just send them a letter. If you want to play ball, you have to, this is what you have to pay.
I'm currently in Brazil for a couple of months. The last thing I need right now is beef between the US and Brazil. Now listen, whether you love him or not, this kind of macroeconomic news will always affect the market short term. It doesn't matter if it's a smart long-term move. When the headlines hit, stocks react, especially big names tied to global markets. This is why you have to have a plan every single week. You can't just be chasing plays. You need to know exactly why you're in it, what you're looking for, and how to manage your risk. Now for the first stock on the watch list, you guessed it, ticker symbol BA once again. What? It's a great stock. I posted a video back on June 12th laying out the whole setup, and the very next day this stock gave a great dip entry, and since then it's moved up over $35. If you were trading options like we were, you didn't just catch the small move, you caught the whole wave. Inside the Discord, one person flipped their contract for 1,300%, and others made smaller but still solid profits, $100 here, $300 here. That honestly adds up. Now from a technical standpoint, we have an inverse head and shoulder setup that's playing out beautifully. Volume came in right where we expected. The trend is strong and we're seeing momentum continue. I think this still has room to push towards that 250 level, but of course do not rush it. If you play this, go with longer expirations, give the trade time, and don't go all in on one contract. All right, now let's talk about a low float runner that could be heating up again, and that's ticker symbol PTIX. Now I've mentioned this one before. I told you guys that this $3.30 to $3.60 range looked like a great spot to start scaling in. It's been consolidating between this $3.40 and $4 range for the past few weeks, just moving sideways, not doing much. But if you zoom out, this isn't the first time it's done this. In fact, this exact setup has played out 3 different times in the past couple of months. Right now we're hovering around this $3.70 level, and the chart's telling a full story itself. This stock has a history of explosive breakouts after periods of quiet consolidation. And guess what? We're seeing that right now, the same exact consolidation. The float is tiny, so when volume hits, this thing can make a huge move. We've seen 3 breakouts before, and who knows, this can be number 4 in the making. If momentum keeps building, I can easily see a push towards $5 plus, but, and this is important, these kind of plays go both ways very fast. If it starts breaking down under key support, cut it with no emotions. I cannot stress enough that I've played so many stocks like this that has a lot of potential, and suddenly it dropped dramatically, and if I only had a stop loss in place, I would have saved so much money in the past. So make sure you have your risk strategy in place. Next up is Google, ticker symbol GOOGL. This setup has been quietly strong even with the market dipping. This is random, but every time you type in D Hicks, some random music group pops up. I think it's time we start a petition to get me ranking first. Or who knows, maybe I just need to drop a mixtape on the side. Kidding.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out.
All right, let's get back to the setup. we've been in this trade for a bit now, and we're already seeing around 50% gains on our call contracts from the Discord. Now, you guys might ask, why do I love this setup? If you go to the 4-hour chart, there's a clear wedge forming that's a bullish pattern. The MACD is curling up, which usually signals upward momentum, and the price is holding above this EMA, which tells me buyers are still in control. Last week, I wanted to see a little more consolidation around this 175 to 178 range, but instead we broke out very early on Friday. Short term, I'm looking for a move towards 190, but if we stay in this trend, there's a real potential for a breakout back over $200 plus. Here's a quick tip: choose expirations that give you a couple weeks minimum. You don't want to stress like most people on every little red candle. Now, here's one I'm really excited about going into next week, and that is ticker symbol META. This one just got hit with a super bullish catalyst. Apple's top AI executive just joined Meta. That tells me Meta is going all in on AI, and Mark Zuckerberg has a few things up his sleeve.
It is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring to myself in the past.
From a technical standpoint, we have two beautiful things going on. If you don't know what this pattern is, here's a picture right here. And we're consolidating inside a bullish wedge. Right now, we're sitting around 713 to 715, which I personally think is a great zone to start building a position. Short term, I can see this running towards 740 to 750 plus. And if the breakout is strong enough, we might be pushing towards all-time highs in the coming months. Again, don't play this short dated. AI news takes time to settle and push the narrative. Go out a few weeks minimum. Let's close this one with the most controversial and talked about plays. I know you guys guessed it, ticker symbol GNS. Here is why I'm watching this so closely and why I've been watching this so closely for the past few weeks. Number one, they're suing for over $1 billion in damages. Two, they're launching a 50-50 special dividend tied to Bitcoin. You next have them planning a 20% share buyback and publicly going after broker manipulation and naked shorting. This is the kind of stock that has the story, the setup, and the hype. Right now, we've broken out of 3 wedges and we're consolidating within a channel on the 4-hour chart. If this breaks again and volume continues to pour in, I can easily see a move towards $2, if not $3, especially if retail traders catch wind. But again, manage your risk. It's a small cap, the upside is exciting, but the downside could wipe out gains as well. Now, if you made it this far, here's the bonus I promised you guys earlier in the video. The first 20 people to use promo code DHICKS123 gets a discount when joining the Discord. After that, the promo code is gone. I'll be doing this every single week, but only for the real ones who watch till the end. That wraps up the watch list for next week. Hit the like button if this helped you plan your trades. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this every single week. And most importantly, don't just watch, take action. We're building something powerful in the Discord, and this is just the beginning. I'll see you guys there on Monday. Let's make next week a big one.